RTR 2019, 5 a.m. It's been raining all night. I mean, really raining. In fact, the rain has stopped and I hear water running outside. That means that the washes probably have water running through them. There was a flash flood watch um, last night. I didn't really read it. We're up on a high area, so uh, not really a danger. Maybe the roads getting in and out of here might be a little bit more difficult. Now, the dripping you hear is dripping off the solar panel. Um, Anyways, I kind of checked out everything here, and no leaks really. The wet you see, I don't know if you can see it or not, um, on that on the metal. That's all. That's all leftover foam, so that's not wet. But the the wet parts are from the moisture from the heater and just made a pot of coffee on the percolator. And it gets pretty moist. In fact, I'm kind of irritated because, and I should have done this, all these metal vertical pieces have not been painted. The ceiling's been painted, but these have not been painted. So guess what? With the moisture, they're rusting. And I should have paid attention to it more, but I didn't. The backside's painted up at the top there, which I still have to put insulation in. Anyways, no leaks that I can find except for one spot. And I know why this is happening. And I've got the door cinched really super closed. And in fact, it might even be too tight. Um, the reason this is happening, and it's fortunately just running down, and it gets down on the floor, and it's not accumulating in the trough there, so it's probably running out. But the reason this is happening is when I installed my rack for my solar panels, it would not mount properly on the rain gutter. So I had the notched rain gutter, and I remember I did not um, put some sealant around the opening on the rain gutter, which is just right above here. And that's why this is happening, I'm pretty sure. So I either have to put another little trim piece in there so it doesn't run in the door, or come up with another solution. But you can see it's currently running in, and there's nothing I can do about it now. So it is what it is. Fortunately, it's not running all over the floor, so I feel fortunate about that. So anyways, but actually I should keep my voice down because I've got neighbors and I'm probably going to wake them up. It's 5 in the morning. Pretty much the rainforest portion of this is just because of the heater. So now behind the walls where the rivets are, or the screws, it may be seeping in. I haven't looked. I'll have to wait until later. But if it is, it's behind the foam insulation, which is going to be a bitch to get out. I can look at the bottom of them and see if there's any moisture. I've been up since 2:30, 3 o'clock. I went to bed about 8, and so everything seems to be going well. Let's see if I can get my tracer. Excuse my reach here. It's 5 in the morning. I might have starlight. It says it's got 0.2 volts, and who knows. But there's no starlight to be had because of the clouds, I'm sure. Battery's hanging at 12.8 volts. I don't think this graphic is accurate. It says 50% battery. I got 12.8 volts. I think it's off. I've been looking for some information on how to read this Renogy meter more properly, but I haven't seen anything. I have no load currently on it, so it's just one of those deals. But it's so far it's been okay. I'm not gonna mess with setting anything on here. I just wanted to kind of go through it. So it's just one of those deals. Now see, rate voltage. What if I need to change that? It says 24 volts. I need to change that to 12 volts. Yeah, I'll have to go back in there. I thought everything was good. Now that would make, actually that would make sense now that I just see it. Because if it's set up for 24 volts, which this charge controller can do, I think you have to get on the PC and change some things. Then 12.8 volts would be more like 50%. That would make perfect sense. So I will have to investigate more. Silly me. So I should just go off voltage and not what the stupid little graphic says. So anyways, other than that, wait a minute, leave it on monitoring. Other than that, everything's honky-dory, except for the little bit of a leak. And I would just deal with that later because I can't do anything about it right now. I mean, I could sit here forever and try to dry it up. Why? It's the door's gonna get wet. I mean, okay, it's just one of those things. So, all right, that's what's going on here from Quartzsite, Arizona. I'm gonna go back to drinking some more coffee. Laters.